would really like to pop some people in the mouth and play hard.
That's defensive back Christian Parsley on behalf of the 2013 Fredericktown football team. Fredericktown comes off another winning campaign and a 56-0 playoff victory over Dexter. But it's what the Black Cats almost did that defined their 2012 season. Fredericktown lost 5 games, 4 of them by a single score, and the other one they led by 20 points at the half. Only 1 point kept them from advancing to the district title game. Jeremy Greminger may have been the most dynamic in a batch of area dual-threat quarterbacks, with 1,400 yards passing and another 1,200 on the ground. Greminger, 3 fleet wideouts, and the team's leading rusher at the running back position all graduated, though. Coach Shannon Henson says it'll be difficult to replace that many starters, but it's not necessarily all bad.
It's fun in a lot of respects. You know, everything's new. Everybody's a little bit green. You go into practice and you've got certain expectations for certain kids, and you think you're going to see certain things out of certain kids, and then you show up and some kids have gotten bigger and stronger, and some kids surprise you. So, you know, I would say that based on what we've done just so far this year in camp, you know, I have a little bit better expectations for some of the kids that I didn't know necessarily whether they're going to be contributing.
In fact, Henson says his team has continued to put in the hard work they've seen in the past.
What they did and the way they approached the game and the things that they did in the offseason, that's trickled down for us. You know, I think that the kids this year, they saw what those guys did to be successful, and, you know, I think they're going to try to copy that and maybe, you know, take it a step further. So we feel good about, you know, last year's seniors leaving a legacy with our kids, and, you know, I think that's going to carry over.
Parsley tells us about the time the team has spent together this summer.
Weightlifting, we come about 6 o'clock every morning, hit the weights hard. We have skills and different stuff where we run football plays and just different stuff like that. We're looking pretty good on our D and offense, different stuff like that. We've improved. We don't have as much speed, but we're getting there.
Reed Roberts will be back at a linebacker position, Dakota Dowd on the defensive line, and Parsley in the defensive backfield for his 3rd season as a starter.
Sophomore year, a couple guys got hurt, and I jumped in there, and that's where I've been pretty much since. I'm physical, like to put my hands on them, just, you know, I got a little bit of speed and stuff like that.
The transition from a power formation to a spread attack 2 years ago became a significant change for Coach Henson, but it's one that Henson still embraces, as long as his guys continue to play with an edge.
Defensively, we're doing some things differently based on, you know, the amount of linebackers we have and who we have in the defensive front. And offensively, you know, we still like to spread offense. We feel like it's a physical spread offense. The quarterback that we're going to use this year probably isn't got the body type to do what ours did last year, but we're going to do some things a little bit differently with that, you know, and probably put a little bit more pressure on our running backs as far as the rushing game goes. And, you know, it's going to be exciting. I think as long as we can get the 5 guys up front doing what they need to do, it doesn't really matter what we're trying to do as far as our philosophy or what types of sets or formations we use. As long as we're getting off the ball and playing physical, I think we'll be okay.
And Henson says the Black Cats might not be quite as big up front as they have been, but he thinks that they can be just as effective.
We've got a couple kids on the team that can squat over 500 pounds. I mean, we've got some big, strong kids, and, you know, at the tackle position, sometimes we play some of those leaner, kind of hard body kind of kids. You know, I call them flat bellies, but they work hard. I think they're going to get off the ball, and we think they can do some good things.
Most of the rushing yards came from the quarterback spot last year. Henson looks to spread the ball around to the backs in the coming season.
Drake Spangler's been working at quarterback position. He's got a little bit of a banged-up shoulder. We're going to hold him today and use Brock O'Neill as a sophomore, and we think he can do some good things, so he's going to get plenty of reps tonight. Reed Roberts, who played quite a bit of running back and wide receiver for us last year, and then Caleb Carver, who had some nice games even in the varsity level last year in some of those mop-up roles. I think he had a couple 100-yard rushing games last year at the varsity level. So you look at our perimeter guys, and we've got guys like Chris Philly and Chris Harwood, who will run our jet sweeps and stuff like that. So we feel like the rushing game in good hands, and there's some good kids there that work hard and have some good skill sets.
Fredericktown opens the season August 30th against Kennett and travels to rival Central in Week 3. Listen in to Regional Radio every Friday to check on the Black Cats and all of our area teams. I'm Chad Speaker for Regional Radio Sports.